Hello, welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're going to learn some important vocabulary, so let's get started. Today we're going to talk about these three words: blur, blurred, and blurry. They have similar meanings, but they're all a little different. Let's take a closer look. First, we cannot say I see blurry or I see things blurry. So how do you say it? We say it looks blurry, or it is blurry. Or you can say everything is blurry. Blurry is an adjective that describes an image that's not clear. The image is not clear, so the image is blurry. Pronunciation: use the sound like burger, blurry, like hurry. The image is not clear, so I can say the image is blurry, or the image looks blurry. Everything is blurry.
A little blurry, but this one's very nice.
Yes.
The blurry one.
Why are the people so blurry?
It's a little bit blurry, but you see this right here? When it's sweat.
Sometimes the lines get blurry, but these are the people that we're supposed to protect.
I prefer things a little blurry.
The other one looked blurry too.
It's still blurry, but I think the longer we're here, the more I can see it.
Like I say, it was blurry.
You can also say the image is blurred, but blurry is more common when you're describing an image. Let's practice. Does it look blurry? That's right, it looks blurry. Is it blurry? That's right, it's blurry. It's all blurry. Is everything blurry? That's right, everything is blurry. Now let's look at the same image. Now the image is clear. It's not blurry. It doesn't look blurry. Everything is not blurry. It's clear. Let's practice. Does it look blurry? That's right, it doesn't look blurry. It looks clear. Is it blurry? That's right, it's not blurry. It's clear. Is everything blurry? That's right, everything is not blurry. Everything is clear. Example: she needs to wear glasses, and if she doesn't wear her glasses, everything is blurry. Let's practice. Does she need to wear glasses? That's right, she needs to wear glasses. If she doesn't wear her glasses, is everything blurry? That's right, if she doesn't wear her glasses, everything is blurry. Now let's talk about blurred. We use blurred to describe vision. Example: he has blurred vision. I can also use blurry, and it means the same thing. He has blurry vision. Let's hear some examples.
Yeah, I skip blurry vision sometimes.
Any blurred vision, headaches, nausea.
Loss of motor skills, blurry vision.
Okay, well, you might start with blurred vision and a headache.
First race, blurred image is it.
Why are you so blurred?
The blurred vision, I just thought it was stress.
Nausea, drowsiness, night sweats, constipation, diarrhea, blurred vision, thirst.
Faces get blurred.
You don't have any blurred vision?
So I can say she has blurred vision. Or I can say she has blurry vision. Pronunciation: blurred. The ED makes the D sound at the end. Blurred, blurred. She has blurred vision. Or I can say she has blurry vision without her glasses. Let's practice. Does she have blurred vision? That's right, she has blurred vision. Does she have blurry vision? That's right, she has blurry vision. She can't see clearly without her glasses. Her vision is blurred. Her vision is blurry. Now let's talk about blur. Blur is a noun and a verb. If I use blur as a noun, it's countable, so I have to say a blur. If I talk about an image, I can say it's a blur. But it's more common to say it's blurry. First, let's practice with blur as a noun. Remember, it's countable, so we have to say a blur. We can talk about vision and we can talk about memory. If your vision is not clear, you can say a blur, or if your memory is not clear, you can say a blur. Example, he drank a lot. He drank a lot of alcohol, and he doesn't remember the night before. So he says, it's all a blur. He doesn't remember anything. Let's practice. Did he drink a lot last night? That's right, he drank a lot last night. And what did he say? Did he say everything is a blur? That's right, he said everything is a blur. He doesn't remember anything. Or if things happen fast. If a lot of things happen fast and you don't remember the details, you can say, it's all a blur. I don't remember any of the details because things happened so fast. Example, a lot of things happened yesterday and they all happened really fast. And he doesn't remember all the details. So he said, it's all a blur.
If you want your 30s to be your blur parties, punctuated by teeth cleanings, that's great. That's your life.
It's all a blur. I have no energy to write.
No. Everything's just a blur.
Because you can just get so consumed with longing and hope, that you can't think straight. Everything's a blur.
Let's practice. Does he remember any of the details about what happened yesterday? That's right, he doesn't remember the details of what happened yesterday. What did he say? Did he say everything is a blur? That's right, he said everything is a blur. Did he say it's all a blur? That's right, he said it's all a blur. He doesn't remember the details. Let's hear an example of blur as a noun.
Months passed in a blur of days and nights.
He said months passed in a blur of days and nights. That means the months passed, time passed, and he didn't remember anything clearly. Months passed in a blur of days and nights. We see that blur is countable, so we have to say Months passed in a blur of days and nights. He doesn't remember anything clearly. Let's practice. Did months pass in a blur of days and nights? That's right, months passed in a blur of days and nights. He doesn't remember anything clearly. It's all a blur. Now let's hear an example of blur as a verb.
Okay, location, shack, and the days are starting to blur together.
He said days are starting to blur together. So what does it mean? It means that there's no clear distinction between the days. He said days are starting to blur together. That's using blur as a verb. It's the same idea, it means it's not clear. There's no clear distinction between the days and the nights. There's no clear distinction between the days. The days are starting to blur together. So in present continuous, the days are starting to blur together. Let's practice. Are the days starting to blur together? That's right, the days are starting to blur together. There's no clear distinction between the days. From one day to another. Is it Monday? Is it Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? He doesn't know. It's all a blur. The days are starting to blur together. So remember, we have blurry, blurred, and blur. They're all talking about things that are not clear, but they're used differently. If you talk about an image, the most common is blurry. It is blurry, it looks blurry, or everything is blurry. If you talk about vision, you can say blurry vision or blurred vision. They're both correct. And when you use blur as a noun, remember it's countable, a blur. And you can talk about memory or vision. So if you have a problem with vision, or if you know someone who has a problem with their vision, we have nearsighted and farsighted. These are both adjectives with ed, talking about your vision. Keep watching for a clear explanation of both adjectives. Today we're learning vocabulary related to your body. Things related to your body. For example, you take a noun and you change it into an adjective by adding ed. Example, sight. You add ed and you have sighted. The T is a fast D, not sighted, but sighted. Example, nearsighted. Nearsighted versus short-sighted. If you look in the dictionary, it'll tell you that they're the same. So you can say he's nearsighted or he's short-sighted, talking about his vision, that his vision is bad. But in real conversational English, it's more common to use nearsighted to talk about vision and short-sighted to talk about something completely different. So if his vision is bad, I can say he's nearsighted. He needs glasses. But short-sighted, what is short-sighted? We use short-sighted to talk about somebody who's only thinking about right now. They're not thinking about the future. They're making decisions based on their current situation. That's called short-sighted. And that's the most common usage of the word. He's short-sighted. He's only thinking about now. Example, politicians. Congressmen have to run for election every 2 years. So they're always thinking about right now, the election that's happening in 1 year or 2 years. So they are short-sighted. They're not thinking about the future. They're not making decisions based on the future or the far future. They're only thinking about right now. So their decisions are not very good. They're short-sighted. Politicians are short-sighted. Let's practice. What do you think? Do you think most politicians are short-sighted? That's right. I think most politicians are short-sighted. They're only thinking about right now. They're making their decisions based on the current situation, not thinking about the future. They're short-sighted. Now we change the noun hand with ed, handed. Short-handed. Short-handed is an adjective. It means when you don't have enough help. You don't have enough workers for your business. I can say the business is short-handed. Or I can say they are short-handed. Example, when the pandemic started, restaurant workers lost their jobs. No one went to restaurants. So these people went and they found different jobs. They found different careers. So when the restaurants opened again, they had no workers. And now most restaurants are short-handed. Most restaurants have help wanted signs in the windows because they don't have enough workers. They're short-handed. Let's practice. Are most restaurants short-handed? That's right. Most restaurants are short-handed. They don't have enough workers. They don't have enough employees. And this adjective, empty-handed, we do the same thing. We take the noun hand, we put ed, and now it's an adjective. Empty-handed. It's when you don't have anything in your hands. It's when you're supposed to have something in your hands, but you don't. Your hands are empty. Example, he went to the bakery to buy some bread, but the bakery was closed, so he came back empty-handed. Let's practice. He went to the bakery to buy some bread, but the bakery was closed, so did he come back empty-handed? That's right, he came back empty-handed. And we have this expression, a backhanded compliment. What is a backhanded compliment? A compliment is when you say something nice about another person. And a backhanded compliment is when you say something nice about another person, but it's not really nice. It's kind of mean. That's a backhanded compliment. Example, I see my friend and I say, "Oh, you got a new haircut. It looks really good. Did you do it yourself?" That's a backhanded compliment. I compliment her haircut, but then I say, "Did you do it yourself?" Meaning it wasn't a professional job. Not a real compliment. That's a backhanded compliment. So I told my friend, I liked her new haircut. It looked really good. And I asked her, did she do it herself? Is that a backhanded compliment? That's right. That is a backhanded compliment. It's not nice. Don't do it. Don't make backhanded compliments. So remember, in conversational English, short-sighted is not the same as nearsighted. Nearsighted is bad vision, and short-sighted is when you only think about the moment. You only think about now and not about the future. Also remember, short-handed, empty-handed, and a backhanded compliment. Short-handed is when you don't have enough workers. Empty-handed is when you come back and you don't have anything when you're supposed to have something. And a backhanded compliment is a compliment that's not nice. It's not a compliment at all. You say something nice and something mean at the same time. That's a backhanded compliment. Keep watching to practice with more great vocabulary like this, where we change nouns related to your body into adjectives by adding ed. Today we're learning catch him red-handed. When you catch somebody committing the crime. When you catch somebody doing it. When you catch somebody doing it in that moment. You catch them red-handed. Let's look at pronunciation. When I say catch him, him is not a stressed word, so the H is silent. So you hear catch him, catch him. Did they catch him red-handed? Yes, they did. Or if I have two people, catch them. Them is not a stressed word, so the TH is silent and you hear catch him. It's the same sound for singular or plural. Catch him, catch him. Catch them, catch him. It's the same. You hear the same. So the question is, did they catch him red-handed? And the answer is, yes, they did. Let's hear some examples.
The only way to nail a guy like that was to catch him red-handed.
We'll catch him red-handed.
I could catch him all red-handed. This is awesome. So the question, did they catch him red-handed? Yes, they did. What if I give a complete answer? To change the verb catch in the past, we say caught. The AU makes a sound back here, caw. The GH is silent, and the T is a stop T, caught. Not caught, caught. Make a stop T. Put your tongue up and stop the air. Caught. They caught him red-handed. But him is not a stressed word, so the H is silent. So you hear caught him. What happened to the stop T? Well, now that T is between vowels, phonetically, so it changes to a fast D, and you hear caught him, caught him. They caught him red-handed. They caught him in the moment he was committing the crime. When we talk about police, police is plural, so I use they to refer to police. They caught him. The police caught him red-handed. And again, if I'm referring to one person, a man, I say him. Pronunciation, caught him, caught him. If I talk about more than one person, them, the word is not stressed, so you don't hear the TH. And again, the T is a fast D. Caught him, caught him. So you hear the same thing if I'm referring to one person or more than one. Caught him, pronunciation, caught him. Caught them, pronunciation, caught him. They have the same pronunciation. Let's hear some examples.
Kid's been breaking laws since kindergarten. You caught him red-handed. Who are you?
I caught him red-handed.
Well, we finally caught him red-handed.
Caught him red-handed.
What?
You're crazy, man. I've never been here before.
Derek? Michael and Dylan?
Yeah, caught them red-handed.
Example, he was stealing and the police caught him. They caught him while he was doing it. So you can use the expression, they caught him red-handed. Let's practice. Did they catch him red-handed? That's right, they caught him red-handed. Today we're going to learn some adjectives. These adjectives are made from nouns with things related to the body. We take the noun and we put ed and we make an adjective. Examples like right-handed or left-handed. Example, me. I'm right-handed. I use my right hand. I write with my right hand. So I am right-handed. I'm right-handed. Pronounce the ed, handed. I'm right-handed. And everybody in my family is right-handed except my daughter Sophia. She's left-handed. That means she writes with her left hand. It's her dominant hand. So she is or she's left-handed. Example, he's right-handed because he writes with his right hand. He's right-handed. Let's practice. Is he right-handed or left-handed? That's right, he's right-handed. And this person, he's left-handed because he writes with his left hand. He's left-handed. Let's practice. Is he right-handed or left-handed? That's right, he's left-handed. And what about you? Are you right-handed or left-handed? Very good. And some people are both. They can use both hands equally well, and these people are called ambidextrous. Not a very common word, but that's what they're called, ambidextrous. I'm not ambidextrous. Are you ambidextrous? Very good. Now let's talk about vision. Your vision is also called your sight. And if you have problems with your vision, you have problems with your sight, you can be either nearsighted or farsighted. Of course, there are other problems you can have with your vision, but today we're talking about these two things, nearsighted and farsighted. I'm farsighted because I can see far, but I cannot see near. I cannot read things close to me. I need my reading glasses to read because I'm farsighted. I can drive without my glasses because I can see things far away. That's why I'm farsighted. Example, this guy, he needs reading glasses to read. He tries to hold the book far away because if it's far away, he can see it better. That's why he's farsighted. Pronunciation, farsighted. The T is pronounced like a fast D because phonetically it's between vowels. Pronunciation, sighted, sighted, farsighted. He's farsighted. Let's practice. Is he nearsighted or farsighted? That's right, he's farsighted. He can see things far away, but he cannot see things close up. They're blurry. Now let's talk about nearsighted. I'm farsighted. I can't read without my glasses. But my wife, she has to wear her glasses all the time. She has to wear her glasses to drive because she cannot see things that are far away. She can see things that are really close up, but she cannot see things that are far away. She's nearsighted. She has to wear glasses all the time. Example, she's nearsighted. She has to wear glasses all the time. She has to wear glasses to drive because she cannot see things that are far away. She can only see things very close up. She's nearsighted. Let's practice. Is she nearsighted or farsighted? That's right, she's nearsighted. What about you? Do you wear glasses? Are you nearsighted or farsighted? Very good. Other examples. We take the noun mind, we put ed, and now we have open-minded or close-minded. Close-minded can be written two different ways. Sometimes you see it with no D, close-minded, and sometimes you see it with a D, closed-minded. Close-minded is when you don't listen to other people's opinions. You only think about your own opinions. Your mind is closed, so you're closed-minded. She doesn't want to listen to anybody else's opinion. She has her opinion, she's made her decision, and she doesn't want to listen to anybody else's opinion. So I can say she's closed-minded. She's very closed-minded. Let's practice. Is she closed-minded or open-minded? That's right, she's closed-minded. We also have this word, narrow-minded. Narrow-minded is very similar, but it's when you speak more in general about someone's views. They're narrow-minded. They don't think about other people's opinions. Remember, narrow is the opposite of wide. So their mind is very narrow. It's limited. They're narrow-minded. And she's narrow-minded. She has a very limited view of the world, only her own. She sees the world through a very narrow view, her own opinion, and that's all. She's narrow-minded. Let's practice. Is she narrow-minded? That's right, she's narrow-minded. Now let's talk about the opposite, open-minded. If you're open-minded, you listen to other people's opinions, not only your own opinions. You listen to other people. Example, he's very open-minded. He listens to other people. He listens to different opinions. He's very open-minded. Let's practice. Is he open-minded or closed-minded? That's right, he's open-minded. And what about you? Are you open-minded or closed-minded? Very good. And we also have this word, light-headed. It comes from the noun head. You put ed, pronunciation, headed, headed, light-headed. The T in light is a stop T, light-headed. You put the tongue up to stop the air, but you don't release the T. You don't say light-headed. It's light-headed. Link the sounds. Light-headed. It means when you're dizzy. If you feel dizzy, you feel light-headed. He feels dizzy, so I can say he feels light-headed. Let's practice. Does he feel light-headed? That's right, he feels light-headed. He should sit down. If you feel light-headed, you should sit down. What do you think? If you feel light-headed, should you sit down? That's right. If you feel lightheaded, you should sit down. And we have this word, cold-blooded. We take the noun blood, we put ed, we pronounce it ed. Blooded, blooded, cold-blooded. And we have warm-blooded. I'm warm-blooded because I'm a mammal. Mammals are warm-blooded. These animals are all mammals. They're warm-blooded, like you and me. And these animals are cold-blooded. They're not mammals. The temperature of their blood changes with the weather. If it's hot outside, they're warm. If it's cold outside, they're cold. These animals are cold-blooded. Let's practice. Is a snake warm-blooded or cold-blooded? That's right, a snake is cold-blooded. What about a frog? Is a frog cold-blooded or warm-blooded? That's right, a frog is cold-blooded too. What about a bear? Is a bear warm-blooded or cold-blooded? That's right, a bear is warm-blooded. And we can use cold-blooded to describe a person who is very bad and doesn't care. They have no emotion about the bad things they do. We can say this person is cold-blooded. Like a killer. A killer kills people and they don't care. They don't have any emotion about it. They're cold-blooded. He's a cold-blooded killer. He kills somebody and he doesn't care. He has no emotion about it. He's a cold-blooded killer. Let's practice. Is he a cold-blooded killer? That's right, he's a cold-blooded killer. That lady better run away. So let's review our vocabulary. Remember, you have right-handed or left-handed. I'm right-handed and my daughter is left-handed. Also, nearsighted and farsighted. I'm farsighted and my wife is nearsighted. Remember the synonyms, close-minded and narrow-minded. They mean just about the same thing. And the opposite of them is open-minded. Someone with an open mind. This person is open-minded. Remember, lightheaded is similar to dizzy. If your head feels light, you feel dizzy, you are lightheaded. And remember, cold-blooded and warm-blooded. We use these to talk about animals. And if a person is evil, you can say they're cold-blooded. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to become a member, click the join button. And we'll see you next time.